Did you see the statement that the Orange Bastard released denouncing Mitch McConnell? I just, this is the part that just drives me crazy. Trump is such a filthy pig. I mean, I've said before, he would turn against his own mother if she criticized him the least bit. Donnie, you have to stop shitting on the living room carpet and use the toilet. Will you, bitch? I mean, Trump is just the most narcissistic son of a bitch ever to have been born. Trump's policies would have died at his feet had it not been for this enabler, this junkie enabler, Mitch McConnell, who then had the absolute temerity to stand up after the defeat of or Trump's acquittal, had the nerve to stand up in the Senate and talk and provide the closing arguments for the impeachment managers is what it amounted to. But McConnell is just a slimy son of a bitch. McConnell is going to be right now he's the leader of the zombie party. I don't know what's going to happen to McConnell. But everything that Trump did that further destroyed this country or set us on a road to destruction are every institution that Trump got in his sights, every regulatory agency, every cabinet position that Trump put his filthy hands on, he immediately tried to dismantle, destroy, make unworkable. And it was the turtle, McConnell, who assisted him 100% of the time. So this is what I think this is the statement. This is classic Trump. Some of what Trump dictated is still in here, but it was written by somebody else. Trump couldn't write his own fucking name. But this is what the statement said. The Republican Party can never again be respected or strong with political leaders, quote, quote, like Senator Mitch McConnell at its helm. McConnell's dedication to business as usual, status quo policies, together with his lack of political insight, wisdom, skill, and personality, has rapidly driven him from majority leader to minority leader, and it will only get worse. The Democrats and Chuck Schumer play McConnell like a fiddle. They've never had it so good, and they want to keep it that way. We know our America First agenda is a winner, not McConnell's Beltway First agenda or Biden's America Last. Sick fucker. Let me go on. In 2020, I received the most votes of any sitting president in history, almost 75 million. Every incumbent House Republican won for the first time in decades, and we flipped 15 seats, almost costing Nancy Pelosi her job. Republicans won majorities in at least 59 of the 98 partisan legislative chambers, and the Democrats failed to flip a single legislative chamber from red to blue. And in Mitch's Senate, over the last two election cycles, I single-handedly saved at least 12 Senate seats, more than 8 in the 2020 cycle alone. And then came the Georgia disaster, where we should have won both U.S. Senate seats. But McConnell matched the Democrats' offer of $2,000 stimulus checks with $600. How does that work? Crazy fucker. Let me go on. It became the Democrats' principal advertisement. And a big winner for them it was. What? McConnell then put himself, one of the most unpopular politicians in the United States, into the advertisements. Many Republicans in Georgia voted Democrat or just didn't vote because of their anguish at their inept governor, Brian Kemp, Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, and the Republican Party for not doing its job on election integrity during the 2020 presidential race. It was a complete election disaster in Georgia and certain other swing states. McConnell did nothing and will never do what what needs to be done in order to secure a fair and just electoral system in the future. Oh my God, he doesn't have what it takes, never did, never will. My only regret is that McConnell begged for my strong support and endorsement before the great people of Kentucky in the 2020 election. And I gave it to him. He went from 1 point down to 20 points up and won. How quickly he forgets. Without my endorsement, McConnell would have lost and lost badly. Now his numbers are lower than ever before. He is destroying the Republican side of the Senate, and in so doing, seriously hurting our country. Oh my God. This goes beyond, I guess that's the end of the statement. This goes beyond delusion. What's beyond delusion? Paranoid schizophrenia? That's good. Yeah, right there. Paranoid schizophrenia. Jesus Christ. But take a look at what's happened to Adam Kinzinger, the Republican in Illinois, who voted to, one of 7 Democrats that voted to convict the filthy pig, Donald Trump. And according to a letter published in the New York Times this week, he's being shunned and scorned by relatives. Well, Adam, you need a whole new family. Fuck him. I mean, seriously, 11 members of his family signed a letter that went to the Times ripping Adam Kinzinger a new asshole because he voted to impeach then president, who they defended Limbaugh. I'm sorry, the same thing, Trump, as a Christian. Unfucking believable, these people. This is what the letter said, quote, "Oh my, what a disappointment you are to us and to God for going against your Christian principles and joining the devil's army. It is now most embarrassing to us that we are related to you." Holy shit. See what I mean? Do you see what I've been screeching and yelling about these Christian fascist son of a bitches who have devoured Trump? It was almost their last supper kind of situation. This is my body, take, eat. This is my blood, take, drink. Only it wasn't Jesus at a Passover Seder they were talking about. It was this orange bastard. These Christian fuckers have gone totally around the bend. Oh my God. And this group of his filthy relatives, Kinzinger's, also sent the letter to other conservative lawmakers. The letter continued. I don't have the whole thing in front of me. I don't want it in front of me. But the letter in part said, quote, we should listen even more grievances against you. I guess they meant listed. But decided you are not worth more of our time to list them. You have embarrassed the Kinzinger family name, end quote. Now, Kinzinger, if you remember, I don't think he voted to impeach or to convict, but he was one of 10 House Republicans who voted to impeach the orange filth last month. And he also voted this month to take this Q-bitch, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene from here in Georgia, to strip the Q-bitch of her committee post because she's fucking insane. She's just like Trump and Limbaugh and the rest of these scum. She wants to destroy the country and replace it with some kind of just satanic Christian bullshit. Of course, what Kinzinger is doing, and I think a lot of Republicans better wake up and smell the brimstone if they're smart, but Kinzinger is betting his career on disavowing this orange piece of shit. He's one of these Republicans that are going to try to reanimate the Republican Party, the zombie party, the Christian fascist party. And Kinzinger, sounds an awful lot like Henry Kissinger, doesn't it? But Kinzinger recently launched a political action committee called Country First. Uh-oh. But the objective is to put some money behind the political effort confronting the Republican Party, which is still aligned with the orange bastard, and it's going to continue to be aligned with the orange bastard. Look, when there was a vote to impeach, 10 Republicans. When there was a vote to convict, 7 Republicans. So it's not trying to realign the Republican Party. The Republican Party is fucking dead. Come on, Adam. And the rest of the Republicans who think that the Republican Party is going to reanimate. It is not. You better, if you're a true Republican, you better just run as fast as your stumpy little legs can take you in the opposite direction. Because the Republican Party doesn't exist anymore. It is now the Christian fascist party. It is a zombie party. And it's going to keep moving towards you, trying to devour you, Adam. You know what zombies do. You've watched Walking Dead. We all know what zombies do. They come after you, and they try to eat you alive. And the only way you can stop them is to blow their fucking heads off. Huh? That's how you stop a zombie. During an interview with NBC's Meet the Press a couple weeks ago, Kinzinger, who was on that program, said this, quote, "The reality is this. This is a time to choose." No, Adam, the time to choose was any time in the last 35 years, but never mind. He said, quote, "Let's take a look at the last 4 years, how far we have come in a bad way, how backward looking we are, how much we peddle darkness and division. That's not the party I ever signed up for," end quote. Well, Adam, I don't know when the fuck you signed up to be a Republican, but that's been your MO, your party's MO for 4 fucking decades. So spare me the, I didn't know this was the party when I signed up. Bullshit, Adam. Now, if Adam and some of these filthy Republicans who are whining and twisting their hands and sucking their thumbs, they don't know what to do after spending 4 years, you evil pricks, of backing Donald Trump, 1,000%, you unconscionable, cowardly bastards, you, including you, Adam. Including you. So you think you're going to change the Republican Party? You think you're going to get it back? Here's something that the Times put out during the impeachment vote. Kinzinger, I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't give a shit. Asked Democrats for more speaking time because he wanted to make a bipartisan pitch for the impeachment of Trump. But he was denied. Oh, poor baby. That's when Liz Cheney of Wyoming voted to impeach Trump and only narrowly held on to her leadership position in the House when her party mounted an effort to strip her of it. So, Kinzinger, Adam, may I call you Adam? No? Fuck you. Adam. You better redirect your energy someplace else. Forget the Republican Party. I'm telling you, pal. It's dead. It's zombies. That's it. And it's not the Republican Party anymore. It's the Christian fascist party. Are you Christian, Adam? Are you Christian, Jew, Muslim? I don't know what you are. But if you're going to associate yourself with the Christian fascist party and think that you're going to what? Offer it, no pun intended, salvation? Resurrection? I don't think so, Adam. So you better join up with the remains of the Lincoln Project folks who are just all in a dither because one of the founders turned out that he was just so busy criticizing very effectively the orange bastard that he didn't have too much time to try to seduce men on the internet. And he got caught. Oh, poor baby. Always happens that way, doesn't it? Huh? Yeah. Yes, of course. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcast. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.